Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So the Met Gala just took place and I'm super excited because I was pleasantly surprised at how many of the looks that I really enjoyed from the runway. Some not so much, and some I thought were just a little bit boring, especially for a theme like Heavenly Bodies. You know, I've always been personally inspired, and then just had a love for Catholic arts, and just whenever designers put that into fashion, you know, Dolce's been doing it for a long time, so has Versace and a lot of other designers. So I thought it would be really interesting to see what people would bring to the runway this year, and I thought it'd be cool if we could just talk about some of my favorite looks. So my outfit today is kind of inspired by the theme, I guess. I literally look like a priest almost with this like not high, but this little mock neck and then this gaudy little cross. I saw Marc Jacobs' fiance Char wearing a similar cross to this, although I'm sure his is real diamonds, and this is something I bought years ago at Forever 21 and just completely I forgot I had it in my closet, but thought it would be a perfect time to bring it out. So starting off, I mean, if you're a fan of the Met Gala, and I'm sure that if you had the opportunity to go, you would always like imagine what you would wear, especially when it's themed like it is. I personally had a vision in mind like a week prior to the event, and I feel personally that Christian Combs presented exactly what I would have worn to this event. I think what he did was just really cool, like very on point with the theme. I love just the head to toe look with the crown, beautiful Dolce jacket, the pants, and those shoes are amazing. So Blake Lively is the next look, and I really thought that this dress was beautiful, that it embodied you know, royalty, and it definitely does have that Catholic inspiration. Of course, this is Versace, which a lot of celebrities were wearing Versace this year. Fits the theme perfectly, and the look is just perfect. I mean, she looks gorgeous. Next up is Sarah Paulson in Prada, and I just think that she is kind of a underrated fashion icon. I loved her look when she won her Emmy a few years back. That green, I believe it was a Prada dress, or maybe it was Marchesa. I can't remember 100% sure. But she looked gorgeous then, and I thought she looked gorgeous for the Met Gala. I love the bow around her neck that shows in the back and just drapes to the floor. I thought that was a really pretty, kind of on point with the whole train trend that we're seeing a lot right now. And the color looks gorgeous on her, and I love all the detailing. And I just think that this is perfect for the Met Gala Heavenly Bodies. Next up is Nicki Minaj. So I was really excited when I heard that Nicki was going to be at the event. I was excited to see what she was going to wear because she did the whole Catholic inspired look, that Versace dress that she wore to the Grammys and brought like the Pope with her or whatever. And so I was curious to see what she was going to bring to the Met Gala. So the only thing I was disappointed in, it was the fact that she wore red again. I mean, it's definitely a gorgeous color on her, and I do love everything about the look. I mean, she looks great. I just kind of expected that from that previous, you know, statement that she made, that she was going to take it a little bit further, but she does look great. I absolutely love the cape. I actually thought it was part of the dress, but then when I realized it was a cape, I fell in love with it even more. So another one of my favorite looks was Cara Delevingne. I thought this look was incredible. I mean, she looks gorgeous. She definitely fits the theme for the event, and it's just, you know, she's wearing nothing but black, but this is how you do black. Like if you're gonna go to an event with a theme, as you know, kind of somewhat could be gaudy and very rich colored. When you wear black like this, I mean, this is how it should be done. She looks gorgeous, and I love the headpiece. I mean, Dior is everything, of course, and she just pulls it off so well. Next up, I'll talk about a look that I wasn't really wowed about. Now, it comes in the family, and I'm sure you already know what I'm talking about, but the Kardashians this year, although they all looked great, don't get me wrong, like, they're beautiful women and they did look beautiful, but as far as for the event and the theme of the event, I thought the only one that really pulled it or at least somewhat tried to go with the theme was Kim. who's wearing the gold Versace dress with the crosses. But to me, this just looks like traditional Kim, and I know she is a fashion icon, but she's a fashion icon in her own sense, that she's gonna be doing something that's her brand, which is great. But I just think that if she did something really, really fashion forward, that it just would have been really cool. And this is just kind of that traditional silhouette for her. It looks gorgeous. She looks beautiful. The hair, the makeup, like, it looks effortless, and she looks great. But like I said, it's just, I wish she would have done a little bit more with the theme, especially since Versace did so many incredible pieces during this event, and this one was just a little, you know, it's a beautiful dress, but I just thought for the theme it could have been taken like a little step further. Next up is Zendaya. So this dress, again with Versace, absolutely beautiful. I love the color on her. I didn't even recognize her when I first saw her in this. I don't know if it was the hair or just the dress itself, but she looks beautiful. The only thing I really don't like is this haircut with the dress. I know it's supposed to mimic, I think, Joan of Arc's hairstyle, but I don't know if it's the color or just the way that it was styled. But I just thought that there could have been a better hairstyle for this look. But the dress is gorgeous, her makeup looks beautiful, so I definitely applaud her for that look, and she's always giving great runway too. Another way to do black for an event like this, I think, was portrayed perfectly by Solange. I thought this look was so cool. The thigh-high boots, I don't know, I'm assuming those are latex, and I don't know what the dress is made out of. The jewelry, the silhouette of the dress, like, that definitely gives off kind of a queen vibe with the large hips there. And then the kind of her crown with what she has on her head, I thought that's like kind of really cool and edgy, not so traditional like we would have thought to have seen on the runway. So I applaud her for taking this risk, and I thought it paid off really well. Next up, oh my gosh, I could not believe when I saw these two come out of the hotel, I believe, that they were getting ready at, and then coming on to coming to the event. I thought that they just looked stunning. That's Cardi B and Jeremy Scott in Moschino. Like, when I first saw this, until I saw Jeremy Scott, I had no idea that she was wearing Moschino. I mean, Moschino is an amazing fashion house. I love so many of their runways, and then the art that they you know, put out in the fashion industry. And I just thought that this was, I mean, this is just literal art on her. She looks gorgeous. You can't even tell that she's pregnant. She's glowing though, and I love the way they did her hair. The headpiece is beautiful. I heard they had made that just a couple days before the event, and I mean, it just looks like art, everything about it. And Jeremy Scott looks so amazing too. I thought that he could not have done a better job with her. Like, in the House of Moschino, like, just perfection. Absolute perfection. Next, we're gonna talk about Nick Jonas. So I'm not 100% sure who Nick Jonas was wearing. And, I mean, it's not one of the most elaborate suits that were presented of the night, but he just looks amazing. Like, do y'all agree? Oh, when I saw this on the runway, I was in awe. I just could not believe it. When J-Lo stepped out in that Balmain feathered and embellished gown, like, she looked like sick, like, just gorgeous. The hair was perfect. The large cross in the middle, the dress, the shoes, like, there is nothing on this outfit that I do not like. She looks beautiful, especially the makeup. I mean, she always does so great when it comes to dressing for the Met Gala, but this was like, I mean, she won it. Like, she looks amazing. So I admire any of the gentlemen that showed up for the event and did go for the theme rather than just a you know, classic black formal suit. But Trevor Noah, I would never have expected. He is wearing a Balmain piece as well. I mean, it's just a classic black tuxedo, but then it has the huge embellished cross on the side, like all jeweled out, I believe. I believe those are jewels on there. And he just looks so handsome and so dapper. I think that is just a really cool and different, you know, look from just your traditional tuxedo. Another Moschino moment that I died for was the one that Stella Maxwell wore. That dress is just gorgeous, and she honestly didn't need anything else to wear anything else. You know, she doesn't have too much jewelry, she doesn't have a headpiece. I love the way they did her hair. It just looks so whimsical almost, like very angel-like, just kind of wavy and long, and that dress is just beautiful. She looks gorgeous in this, and applause again to Moschino, who I thought did an amazing job on that. A look that I thought was very pretty, but I didn't know if it fit the theme exactly, was what Emma Stone wore. She wore a Louis Vuitton dress, kind of a navy with lots of gold detailing. I think the dress is beautiful, and I know that she's the face of Louis Vuitton right now. I just thought that for this event, that if this was anywhere else, this would be like a show-stopping moment, but here it was kind of, you know, a little understated. Not gonna definitely catch as many eyes, but I mean, she looks great. Of course, she's the face for Louis, so I definitely think that she fits the part perfectly, and I love that bag that she's carrying. The silver and gold contrast is gorgeous. A look I didn't like, and I admire him for taking the chance, but Troye Sivan's, I don't know how to say his last name, Sivan. I know he's a singer. I'm not too familiar with his work, but I just, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a red suit. I mean, the mesh top is cool. It kind of almost looks like he was going for, like, you know, when it comes to, like, Catholic inspiration, and he's trying to be like the him from the Powerpuff Girls, like, if you get what I mean. But, I mean, it's cool. It's just not something, you know, that wows me, in other words. Oof, when I saw this look, I was in awe. This is another look that I would see myself wearing if I was going to this event, and that's Chadwick Boseman, I think that's how you say it, in Versace. I mean, he looks like a king. He looks amazing. I love the cross details, the pants, the shoes, those Louboutins, like they match perfectly with his ensemble, and he just looks so dapper. So another awe moment for me was when Lana Del Rey and Jared Leto came out on the red carpet in those Gucci looks. She looked stunning, and so did he. This was just beautiful, beautiful look. Like, I did not, before I saw Alessandro there, I had no idea that it was Gucci other than Jared Leto's shoes. But then when you look at it more, you see the, you know, classic pieces of Gucci, like the large lapels, and just, I mean, but they look amazing. I love Lana's accessories. I think they just make the outfit even more perfect. And then, like I said, they both look so great. I loved this look. Ariana Grande and Vera Wang. She looked so romantic, like so beautiful, so cute. Like this is just like probably one of my favorite looks Ariana has ever worn before. I love the bow on the hair, the matching tulle that's over the dress. Like it just looks so beautiful. She looks gorgeous, and like you can tell that she feels gorgeous in that dress. Vera Wang's dress too. I thought that she looked great for the event as well. Like I mean, how old is she? She looks so great. Like I guess she's lived a really happy life, I'm sure. A look that really caught my eye was Taylor Hill in that DVF kind of, I think they're called, is it Cardinal? Or Clergy? I'm not sure. I think it's Cardinal because it's red, right? Like, I'm not too familiar on Catholic hierarchy or whatever you refer to it as, but that's just, I mean, that's very like what the event is about. And she looks good. I love the high pony, those earrings, and the matching, I believe the earrings are meant to match the necklace. Shoes look great, exact color of the dress, like it all just comes together perfectly. Probably my all-time favorite look of the evening is Sarah Jessica Parker in Dolce & Gabbana and Andy Cohen in Dolce & Gabbana as well. Like, oh my gosh, like she's just a fashion icon, and this dress on her with the headpiece, like she just takes it to another level every time when it comes to this. And Andy looks so good in Dolce & Gabbana. Like, I mean, he looks good regardless in anything that he wears. But him just designered out, like, I die. And his makeup artist, like, they did a banging job because his face, oof. But no, this is probably my favorite look. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Dolce, and I just think that Sarah Jessica Parker in this dress, the headpiece, with bringing Andy Cohen, like, it just all ties together so perfectly. Like, congrats to both of them. Like, they nailed this evening. A look I really did not like is Shailene Woodley's. I believe that's how you say her name. I just think, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the high neck, or it kind of almost gives her broad shoulders, this Ralph Lauren dress that she's in, along with the boots too. They don't like say this event to me. Like, those look very casual, and I don't even think that the color goes well with the silhouette. Like, this is just not one of my favorite looks of the evening. I did not like this on her. Can we like take a second just to talk about Katy Perry and Versace? Like, she wore freaking angel wings to the event, but I was still a little, I mean, I get it. Like, it's Versace, it's the event. Like, she looks beautiful. It's like, it's fun, it's the event. So I would applaud her for it. I mean, I know this is like Katy's style, just different and edgy. And I mean, you know, the Versace dress, those boots, like, everything just looks really good. And I love the way that she came into on the car. It's so funny. Like, that's literally how I look when I'm driving to brunch and I don't want to wrinkle my shirt in the car. So I saw a lot on the carpet that there was a lot of really pretty dresses, but then just thrown with a crown or some kind of headpiece or jewelry that went with the event, which is like crosses or like jewels. I feel like for the Met Gala that, you know, these artists have to bring their all, from performers and, you know, the designers. And one specific look that, you know, I thought the dress was pretty and she looked pretty, but I was just not blown away, was Hailee Steinfeld's. Like, again, it's just a crown with a pretty dress, and that's pretty much it. I was just not really a huge fan of that. Can we talk about like who always steals the show, and that's Rihanna? I mean, this look, like, could anybody else pull that off? Like, I don't think that anybody else could. She looks so cool, like, very heavenly bodies, Catholic inspired. Like, I mean, it's just very, like, it's very appropriate for the event. It's different, it's modern with the short skirt. And then I'm not a huge fan of the shoes, of the Louboutins that she threw on with this. I don't know if it's because it's pointed toe and the look is so much, like, I get it because it kind of tones down all of this, but I don't know, I don't love that shoe with the outfit. That's the only complaint I have with Rihanna, but everything else, it's like, can she, like, when it comes to this event, does she ever do any wrongs? You know who else looked great in all black was Lily Collins and Givenchy. I thought the silhouette of this dress was so cool. The cut, like that kind of V that it does around her shoulders, and then the fact that the skirt comes out a little bit, and then I believe that's chiffon probably, the way it drapes over to give it more volume. I mean, it looks so effortless. Like, the dress looks so different from anything that I've seen before. I love that the headpiece is really cool, the silver, and then the little cross that she's carrying. Like, this was simple, but it hit the mark perfectly. So she looks great. I'm not a huge fan of Rita Ora, and this is just kind of something else that adds on to it. I did not like this look. I think the crown is really pretty, and that's it. I mean, her makeup looks good. I don't even know if that hair goes well with the look she was trying to go for. The dress it just doesn't look like the event. And I mean, it's a beautiful Prada dress, and I love I think they're latex or leather gloves. That's cool, but I don't know if I like that altogether, along with the little yellow handbag. I just think it kind of just looks thrown on last minute, in my opinion. Another dress I really didn't like was the one that Scarlett Johansson had on. That is a Marchesa, and I think it's a pretty dress. I just don't like it on her. I feel like it matures her almost. I don't know if it's the hair plus the dress, and also too, the dress it gives me nothing for the event. I don't think this dress really did anything good for her. I mean, the face looks beautiful. She always looks beautiful. I'm just not wowed in any way with this look, so was a little disappointed with that. But can we talk about Colin and Dolce & Gabbana? He is so hot. Like, oh, I love him on SNL, and he just looks very dapper. Jasmine Sanders also delivered at this event. That H&M dress, gold, I don't know what kind of fabric that is that has that kind of sheen, almost like a, not plasticky look, but it does resemble it. I mean, whatever fabric it is, the way that they molded it and were able to create that silhouette for her, it looks perfect on her. Her hair was amazing with the roses all down, like just beautiful. Her makeup looks great. I really enjoyed this look. The shoe goes perfectly, like she did the damn thing. And finally, we can't forget to talk about the one and only Anna Wintour, who wore this beautiful Chanel white dress with this gorgeous, almost, I think it's a beaded detail, and then there's a chiffon skirt, and she looks beautiful. I mean, this is traditional Anna, the cut of it, but I feel like it's still a little different from what she usually wears, and I like admire her for taking, you know, a slight risk but still staying true to what she is. And then of course her classic bob. She looks beautiful. So if you'd like to experience this YouTube journey with me, then please feel free to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.